Was good, yo? Your boy Mike Sears, Speak Your Clout podcast. And I'm here with another discography ranking on the metal side of things, man. Like, I love doing these metal slash rock reviews or, discography rankings because I'm not just a hip hop head, yo. If you know me personally, you know that I love all genres of music, but predominantly my ultimate favorite genres is hip hop, metal slash rock. You know what I'm saying? So on this episode, I'll be ranking the discography of the mighty Sepultura from Brazil, um, but only the Cavalera Brothers Era. That's Max Cavalera and Igor Cavalera. Sepultura means a lot to me. Big Sepultura fan. Uh, I first got into Sepultura. I got into him late, man. I would say 2000. I want to say 2000 because I had a Metal Edge magazine. It was definitely 2000 because I know the people who I was chilling with at that time. It's definitely 2000. So I was going through a Metal Edge magazine, and I seen on the back of the Metal Edge Circus magazines. You had metal magazines back then. You would see T-shirts, and I seen uh, Sepultura T-shirt. It was the Roots T-shirt. And I thought it was dope. I just love that tribal imagery. I thought it was dope, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, I called him Sepultura. Sepultura sound like a fucking seasoning, doesn't it? But my boy Corey Urban, shout out to him. He's big extreme metal guy. He taught me about him, and he let me borrow his Roots CD. So Roots is the first album I heard, and that album gets fucking a lot of hate. We'll get into that later. But ever since then, I went back, got a Rise, got KSAD, and just from then on, just became a diehard fan. I think the music with Max and Igor is some of the greatest metal ever created. Just primal, grimy, heavy shit. That's fucking so good, yo. It's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? And incredible band. So the main lineup from my favorite era of Sepultura is Max Cavalera on guitars and vocals, Andreas Kisser on guitars, Polo Jr. on bass, and Max Cavalera's brother Igor Cavalera on drums. And what a tight band. Real tight, you know what I'm saying? Excellent musicianship. Just amazing, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big Sepultura fan. I'm not quite the fan of any new lineup. It's a fucking cover band to me, man. If you like the Dennis Green era, I think that's his fucking name. All power to you. Salute, I just have a metalhead to be like, yo, you ain't no real metalhead because you like fucking second wave Sepultura or nothing like that. But I'm not a fan. I tried to listen to it and it just didn't do nothing for me. What album was it? With the fist on it? I think it was something like I can't remember, dog. It's been fucking years, but that's the one I heard and I didn't like it. It's whack. And especially see him cover not cover, well, it's like a cover band, right? But see him perform all the Max shit, it just don't fit. It's not good to me. For me, Max and Ego all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I've been ranking all the albums from 1986 to 1996. That's a 10-year run they had, man. So with that being said, coming in at the sixth spot, my least favorite Sepultura album. Now I love all these albums, but one got to be least, right? And I got to go with the 1987 album Schizophrenia. Gotta love that artwork, huh? You know, this is when Andreas Kisser first joined the band. And this album is a love letter to Metallica. It is. Like, down to little acoustic parts, down to the instrumental. Uh, Inquisition Sympathy, that's the instrumental. Song starting off Ride the Lightning. Like, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, Master of Puppets, those three albums, that's like this. A tribute to that. To me personally, that's what I feel. But it's fucking dope, man. You know, To the Wall, Escape to the Void, Screams Behind the Shadows, uh, Septic Schizo, The Abyss, the R.I.P. Rest in Pain. The closing track is amazing. It's dope, man. It's like I said, a love letter to Metallica. That second album the first album with Andreas on it, and it's dope, man. Just fucking old school raw heavy metal. The production on this shit kind of rough, you know what I'm saying? But it's grimy heavy metal, man. Grimy thrash shit. This is a thrash metal album, definitely. It's got that feel. The artwork is definitely looks foreign. Not the greatest artwork in the world, you know what I'm saying? But it's dope. I like crappy artwork sometimes. But yeah, top 3 songs of Schizophrenia for me. I have The Wall, R.I.P. Rest in Pain, and the instrumental Inquisition Sympathy, because it's fucking dope and it reminds me of like old school Metallica. Amazing. Amazing shit right here, man. Well, I want to call it amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's coming a little later. But yeah, I would say a good album. Definitely. I do like this album. Good shit. Good shit. Schizophrenia. 1987. Let me get to the debut album. Got Morbid Visions. Yeah, the artwork's dope. That's the way to me. I know it's like not the ultimate artwork, and this ain't Ed Repka over here. You feel me? But it's dope, man. I think it's dope artwork. And Andreas is not on this album. It's the dude. I think it's J-Ro. Is it J-Ro T? I think it is lead guitar. Dude, I love that fucking Sepultura logo, man. The OG shit. Yeah. And Andrews ain't on here. And it comes with the EP. This is the remaster. Beastal Devastation. Dope EP, but I'm not ranking it because this is just studio albums, full length albums. But yeah, this shit is grimy. This is a dope album. I do love this album. Morbid Visions, Mayhem. My favorite song here, that Troops of Doom. Down, 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 down. That riff is badass. War, fucking fire. Crucifixion, Funeral Rites. Just amazing. Good shit. I personally love this album. Now the production is fucking, bad, but it's still grind. I like black metal, that early Norwegian shit. That production is ass cheeks, and so is this, like some Bathory '84 shit, right? But yo, dope album, man. If I had to pick a top 3 songs in here, it's definitely hands down. Like I said before, my favorite song on the album is that Troops of Doom. Shit's amazing. Then I gotta go with Crucifixion. And then my other track would be that Funeral Rites. So yeah, Sepultura, Morbid Visions. This got like Venom-esque type sounds to it. It's got fucking black metal type shit to it. Really early on. This is 86. So 86 it had Megadeth with Peace Cells, but Who's Buying, Slayer with motherfucking Rain of Blood, Metallica, Master Puppet. 86 is phenomenal, right? But this is not talked about. It's not even close to those albums. I'm sorry, it's not. We get to that later when they can compete with them, in my opinion. But this is definitely some grimy shit. I fuck with Morbid Visions. I like it better than Schizophrenia, and it's at my 5 spot. So, yeah, Morbid Visions. Debut from the band. Next, we get an album that people just fucking hate on, and I personally love it. Sepultura Roots, the first album I ever heard from them. And I gotta say, 1996, the last album with Max and Igor, they fucking reached the zenith, and they were very popular during this time period. You got with Ross Robinson, who was known for doing Korn records at the time, and they got that raw sound. Some people call it new metal shit. It's trash. It's not, old school Sepultura. It's very different. Even Max said he knew it was risky. You know what I'm saying? But they fucking killed it. I personally love this album. I have some gripes, little small gripes. We'll get to that. But like, come on, Roots, Bloody Roots, out the gate. Roots, Bloody Roots, fucking amazing. He had the red dreadlocks and shit. Max did. Oh man, Attitude is fucking hardcore. Cutthroat, those 3 tracks all together. Radamahata, that's how you say it. And that shit was dope as fuck. The tribal drums and all that. They really played with a Brazilian band like a little tribe that did the drums and shit like that. Fucking amazing. Breed Apart, Straight Hate, Spit, Look Away, featuring Jonathan Davis of Korn. I'm a big Korn fan. And Mike Patton of the legendary, iconic Faith No More. Love Faith No More. Love that track too. Dusted, dope. Born Stubborn. Jasco, very short. It's Ari. I'm not a fan of those, like, this is the only negative. I'm not a fan of the instrumentals on here at all. It's just like a bunch of tribal shit. I like the tribal feel though. Ambush, Endangered Species, and then we got Dictator shit. And we got like the last track is like a 12-minute motherfucking instrumental, which I don't like at all. I'll be honest with you. What's the name of that shit? It's so fucking long. I skip it all the time. Canyon Jam. That's what it is. Yeah, it's not fucking good. It's not. It's too long. This album's long. It's an hour and 12 minutes. But yo, the positives are it's fucking heavy. This is a heavy album, and Max sounds fucking great on it. What if y'all seen the Green Inferno, that movie, 2013, maybe somewhere around there, it came out. That's probably not in Brazil. It's on Amazon somewhere. But that reminds me of this. For some reason, that fucking movie reminds me of this. It's that tribal cannibalistic shit, you know? Oh, yeah. Roots is dope as fuck, man. Top 3 tracks on Roots. I gotta go with the way it is on the first 2 tracks are my favorite. That Roots Blade Roots, Attitude, and Cutthroat. They're all heavy. They're all fucking brutal. Amazing. Russ Robinson did his motherfucking thing. Russ Robinson's one of my favorite producers of all times. I love Russ Robinson. He did the first Slipknot album. He did Iowa. He did Korn. Life is Peachy. Limp Bizkit, $3 Bill, y'all. You know, I fuck with Ross. But yo, Roots, incredible record. I don't give a fuck. Love this album. 1996, dope album, man. I love Roots so much. Classic in my fucking eyes. 1996. Now, a lot of thrash metalers from like that were born in like the fucking 50s, late 50s, early 60s, you know, dudes in their 50s, even like a little older, maybe a little younger than that. They just don't like that album. They hate it, you know what I'm saying? But I love it. So we go to 1993 and we go to Chaos AD, man. Oh, Chaos AD, just excellent, excellent album. I love this shit. This could have been shit number 2. I love this album so much. Refuse Resist, just a fucking banger. What a way to start off the album. Very political on this album. Then we get Territory. Oh my god. War at Territory. Oh man. Amazing. One of my other favorite songs in here. It's so fucking good to me. Biotech is Godzilla. That Biotech is Godzilla is fucking amazing. I love Max Cavalera's vocals on there. Manifest, The Hunt. Title track is just fucking amazing. Not the title track, my bad. Chaos BC. So fucking good. You know. Amen. Nomad. Incredible. The band in that fucking bag. In the metal scene, you had all the underground death metal, black metal. But you had Pantera doing Vocal Display of Power, came out in 92. This came out a year later. You know, you had a lot of competition, and they were fucking showing motherfuckers what's up. You had grunge, which I'm a fan of. I'm not gonna fucking front. Love grunge. A lot of people don't like it, but they were holding it down for metal. You know, these Brazilian motherfuckers, Sepultura, holding it down. Absolutely adore this fucking album. KSAD is one of the best works. If someone told me this is their masterpiece, which it is a masterpiece in my opinion, but if someone told me it was their best album, I wouldn't argue with that. It's flawless, you know. Great piece of work. Just loving metal bands look fucking scary. No emo shit going on over here. Just fucking plaid and sunglasses. Straight raw shit. Yeah, KSAD is just an amazing body of work. Love this album. Roadrunner Records, and it was in their fucking prime. Superior record. You know, love KSAD. Very, very good album. Amazing. Yeah. Yo, this used to, I don't know, man. I just like two more, a little more, right? But this is definitely up there. This could have been number 2, like I said. I love KSAD. Amazing. 1993. This used to be my favorite album coming up, yo. This used to be my favorite, but I changed it because I think the last pick is their finest work. But yeah, I gotta go with 1989 with Beneath the Remains. Ah, Beneath the Remains is so fucking good. Such a good fucking album. Off the gate with Beneath the Remains. Inner Self, my favorite song on the album. Um, Stronger Than Hate. Uh, Massive Gnosis. Lobotomy, one of my fucking favorite songs in here. Primitive Future. Just grimy shit. In the studio with Scott Burns, who did Leprosy, a bunch of the Cannibal Corpse shit. Absolutely love Beneath the Remains. And a little trivia for y'all that don't know, I just learned this fucking the other day. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know this for years. This album cover was not the original. The original album cover was Obituary Cause of Death. I should have picked out my Cause of Death CD, but I wasn't thinking it because I learned it way before I got these CDs out. You know what I'm saying? But the original cover was supposed to be the cover from Cause of Death. He's the same artist that did this, but Max and the boys, they picked this one to be the cover. This is just thrash metal / death metal greatness. Morristown Studios, Scott Burns, amazing production, amazing sound and album. This is when they found their groove, in my opinion, because you had Morbid Visions and Schizophrenia, but then they were kind of trying to find their footing. Morbid Visions sounds like Venom and early black metal, and Schizophrenia is a love letter to Metallica, in my personal opinion, early Metallica. And then this is them in their own, just thrashing shit around. Fantastic fucking album. For years, it was my favorite Sepultura album, man. Top 3 tracks, Inner Self. Fuck, man. Then I got Lobotomy, and I got the closer, Primitive Future. Incredible. Max Igo, Andreas Polo Jr. did that fucking thing on here. Scott Burns, more sound. Absolutely incredible. Beneath the Remains, and I couldn't believe that Obituary Cause of Death, that album cover was supposed to be this album cover, man. Crazy. But yeah, incredible album. This is the remaster, and I love this picture right here. I think they're in New York. Looks like they're on 42nd Street, you know what I'm saying? You got the nude fucking peep shows and shit like that. Love that picture of the band. That's metal right there, man. That's some metal bands, some metal bands, and Beneath the Remains is a motherfucker. And I just forgot something. I want to talk about it real quick before we get into my number 1, which you know what it is. You're a Sepultura fan, you know what the fuck it is, right? But I didn't get my top 3 tracks on KSAD. So top 3 tracks on KSAD is I got that Territory. That shit is fucking amazing. I got Refuse Resist. And then I got that Biotech is Godzilla. Top 3 tracks on this 1993 masterpiece. So number 1, you know what it is. 1991. Arise. Fucking Arise, man. So good. Then we brought Dead Embryonic Cells is just so fucking good. The title track Arise, Desert Cry, Murder, Altered State, Under Siege, Meaningless Movements, Infected Voice, the closer. Just a fucking fantastic metal album. Thrash metal, straight up / death metal, if you want to call it that. More thrash, just incredible. Arise is so good. It's my favorite album now. It used to be Beneath the Remains, but gotta go with Arise. I seen the Arise, footage from the Arise tour. Amazing. In their bag, it's the band at their most rawest, I would say. This shit is so grimy. Well, I want to say most raw. That's probably Morbid Visions because a little grimy. But to me, this is just fantastic. Excellent fucking album. I think they reached their zenith. You know what I'm saying? Just like they did on Roots. But yeah, Arise, just fucking perfect album to me. Just amazing. The production. Scott Burns again. killing it with him. Excellent fucking album. Like, musicianship, a 10. The album cover is weird as fuck, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a shrine of some sort. But yeah, the Brazilian boys get it in again on here. Amazing album. My top 3 songs on the Rise is definitely Dead Embryonic Cells, the title track Arise, and I gotta go with that Meaningless Movements, man. Amazing. I love when bands rock at the band shirts. You got Max rocking an obituary shirt. Shout out to John Tardy and them, man. One of the illest, grimiest death metal voices of all time. Maybe I'll cover something with them soon. But yeah, Sepultura with Arise, my number 1 favorite Sepultura album. It's Arise, man. It wasn't Beneath the Remains for years, but I gotta go with Arise. Arise is just fucking perfect. All the other albums are perfect too, but this one's no skips for me. To me, it's their finest hour. So yeah, Arise, 1991, one of the greatest years in metal, period. Incredible. Sepultura, Arise. So there you go. There you have it. Is my my ranking of the Sepultura Max Cavalera era. And, right there. There's the albums, we're running records. Incredible band. I'll be doing some more shit. I want to get into Death, the band Death, R.I.P. Chuck Schuldiner. I want to get into Slayer. Like me and my boys, Cisnak and Evil. Shout out to my homies. We did years ago. We did Slayer discography ranking. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do discography breakdown. My bad. Excuse me. I want to do discography ranking of Slayer soon. Expect more metal rock bands. I'll be doing shit like that on the channel because that shit means just as much to me as hip hop does, man. So there you have it. It was kind of hard, man, because Beneath the Remains has been my favorite for so long, but over the past months, I was thinking Arise is, because Arise is just fucking flawless. A lot of the albums are incredible, and these dudes mean a lot to me. Sepultura, shout out to Brazil, City of God type shit. Yo, if you see the City of God movie, you know what I'm talking about. Grimy Brazilian shit. But that roots reminds me of that fucking Green Inferno, man. Just does. That tribal evil cannibal shit. But yo, your boy Mike Sears, I had a blast doing this. I love Sepultura. I can talk about those dudes all day. Grimy thrash / some death metal elements in that shit too, Amazing fucking band. And with that being said, it's your boy Mike Sears. I will see you motherfuckers on the flip side. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.